let's see what it sounds like on the road, windows down. So one of the things I absolutely wanted in an exhaust system was I didn't want it to be like annoying or loud or drony. Maybe it's a coming of age, but I'm over the loud, buzzy exhaust systems. I apologize, the highway's right here, so it's going to be difficult to probably hear my car over the highway, but maybe that's a good thing. But yeah, if we're just cruising along, you know, speed limit here is about 60 kilometers an hour, and you're just cruising along, it's very, very, very calm, very, very well mannered. You don't really hear a lot. As a matter of fact, I hear more of the highway and wind noise than I hear the exhaust. So that's kind of nice. Now, I just have the cat back. I don't have, or I guess header back, I guess. Or no, cat back rather. I don't have a header back system. My plan is to eventually get a header for this. I haven't decided which direction I'm going to go in. Whether I'm going to do a 4-to-1 or 4-2-to-1. A lot of debate, you know. When you look at the Global Cup cars, they're all running like a long tube 4-to-1. I know 4-2-to-1 gives you a little bit more of that mid-range torque, but ultimately, especially for track use, I want top-end power, and with a proper tune, you're not really losing out on mid-range torque, provided you get a tune that accommodates that 4-to-1 header. Okay, so if you just bolt it on with no tune, yes, the 4-2-to-1 may give you a better result with the stock tune or stock ECU, but if you get this dyno tune and you have a tuner, then I mean you really shouldn't be losing anything to a 4-to-1. If anything, you gain on the top end. You may not get as fat as a mid-range, but you're not losing any mid-range, especially over stock. And that's kind of the goal. You don't want to lose anything over stock, but yeah. If I decided to supercharge down the road, 4-to-1 is also a better way to go. So yeah, we just came to a stop there, just kind of taking off again here. Like park throttle. It's just nice. It's just got a really nice like hum to it, you know? But again, it's not overbearing. Like I don't like exhaust systems where it's too much. And on a 4-cylinder, it's really difficult to make these things sound good with an exhaust system, especially coming from Hondas. This sounds actually not bad. So we'll give it a little here. So just goosing it a little and, you know, again, really nice sound. Really happy with the overall sound of this exhaust. As I said earlier, love the fact that it's lighter than stock, increased piping, lots of bonuses to this exhaust. The look is nice, so yeah, so far so good, pretty happy. Since doing the install, I've had this on now for a few days. I've driven the car a little bit, and yeah, overall pretty pleased. So we'll do a little second gear. It's a red line type deal. So you probably really can't even hear it over the wind. So we'll put up the windows now. Give you a demonstration of this exhaust with the windows up. Shut up. This is my heading to the gym, so my pre-workout here. So okay, here we are. Windows up, 4th gear, just cruising. Sitting at around 2,500 RPM. Doesn't sound bad. Again, very like to me, it sounds virtually similar to stock, if I'm being honest. At around 2,500 RPMs, doing 60 kilometers an hour, just about 40 miles per hour. You know, we go into 5th, it tones down, go into 6th. It's non-existent, like you can't even tell it's there. So 4th gear, this is gonna sound weird. One of the things I loved about this exhaust when I originally heard it is it does have a bit of buzziness to it, which, like a bit of tinniness. I don't know why. Maybe that brings me back to my old like 88 to 91 Civic EF days, where it had like that similar style, like what I like to call like the suitcase muffler. And for whatever reason, I had a CRX and I had a Civic that was swapped, like a B16 or whatever. But when you would get on it, it just had like a certain tinniness and buzziness at a certain RPM. It actually sounded good. So it kind of, it's really reminiscent of that. I don't know, I kind of like that. So that's beyond tolerable for an exhaust system. Oh, here's the cop test. I'm going by a police officer. So we'll see if he notices anything. Completely undisturbed. That and I'm a Miata. He's probably like an old guy driving his Sunday car. Oh, there's a bridge coming here, a tunnel, or I should say an overhead pass. So let's definitely have a listen to see what that sounds like.